Hello, welcome to Of Waiter. My name is Theo Akatuba. Chief Emmanuel Ogidi, welcome to Of Waiter. What is happening to PDP in Delta in respect of the many candidates they have vying for the seat of the governor?
Let me first of all correct you. I'm not a chief. I leave the chieftaincy for the chiefs. I don't belong to that family. I belong to the family of Christians. So I prefer you call me Brother Emmanuel Ogidi. There's nothing wrong with the too many candidates. Nothing wrong. Delta State is a unique state. We have resources, both human and capital, and everything. That's why you're seeing them. Each of them, in its own right, is capable of ruling the state. But as it stands, only one can do it.
The Urhobos want to have the slot, but you believe that for equity's sake, Delta North should have it. Are you not betraying the people you should be representing or fighting for?
No, why would I be betraying them? You see, the Urhobos were lucky they started first. Governor Ibori stayed there for 8 years, and he did well. Governor Udwa is now finishing his 8 years. He's from South. He's done well. So it's only fair when you have 3 senatorial districts for the third one to be also given the chance. But you see, in power game, you don't sit down and get power. You rest it. If the Urhobo that are coming out win the Congress, of course, everybody in PDP will follow the Urhobos. That's how it is. But for equity's sake, I think the Delta North should be given a chance to rule the state. Let's see what they can do. That way, even the children on board will say, our fathers tried. They give us opportunity.
You just mentioned that Ibori did 8 years, and Uduaghan also has done his 8 years. And you were chairman of the PDP in Delta during the era of Ibori.
Yes.
You believe he did well?
He did well. You see, to start a thing is always very difficult. Playback. As Ibori was being sworn in, there was heavy gunfire. It took him time to settle the useless sickness. So there were a lot of distraction. Even today, there's still distraction. Look at what the Mr. President is also going through. You see, it's an agitation. I cannot blame any group because there's what is called mistrust against politicians. They don't believe what we say. And some of us have given credence to that. Honestly speaking, if I've come to serve you, I expect you to believe what I'm going to do. But many a time, they have given us the opportunity. We have betrayed the people. That's why you see this agitation. And it can distract and it can distort government.
How would you also rate Uduaghan, who is completing his 8 years, in comparison with Ibori?
Udwa expanded what Ibori started. And definitely the next governor coming, we must have to expand. That's it.
Yeah, there's a rumor that you didn't have such a rosy relationship with him. Is it on the altar of poor performance or on personal differences?
When you say there's a rumor, I don't know what you mean by rumor. It's still our friend, our friends. We might just have different views on different matters. So it has nothing to do. It's normal. He's doing well as a governor, yes.
What is wrong with Delta State?
The big hat. There's nothing wrong with Delta State. It's just that Deltas want more. And I share in that dream. We need to be far ahead of where we are today. That's why. There's nothing wrong with agitating for more. It's the human nature. Nature does not allow you to be static. And that's what Deltans are saying today.
There's a lot of violence. There's a lot of ethnic unrest. And Uduaghan, at his 60th birthday, decided to talk about anger. say something about the level of anger in the state where you are a chieftain in the political affairs of the nation.
Let me quickly say that the devil is at work. Because I will look at things from the Bible. In the Bible, we are told that the wicked will do more wickedly at this time. That's what is happening. It's unfortunate that some of us have allowed ourselves to be used by the devil. Although we have also given cause for it, I must confess. We have unwittingly or knowingly, or how, I don't know how you're going to put it, we have not performed the way we should perform. We should have done better, that's the truth of the matter. Because given with the resources we have, both human and otherwise, we should have done better. But like you rightly notice, this violence, this acrimony, also is a distraction. It can easily distract the governor. So I'm sure that's what he's suffering today.
Let's take a look at something. People think that whenever election is conducted in Nigeria, while many states are releasing their results, Delta most times have lagged behind and their results have spilled over into 2-3 days. Why is this particularly so with Delta?
I'm having, even from the word Delta, that tells you that it's land and water. So for logistic reasons, it's not possible to have all in one day. And until we grow into the computer age, the internet age, you keep having that. So it's not that anybody's hiding any result, no. Take for instance, INEC, the headquarters in Asaba. From Asaba to Bomadi, it's not easy. You take a vehicle, you get to Wari, you enter a boat, and the boat will now take another 2 hours to so you can see logistics is a problem. To man the stations in the riverine and to man in the town, that's the challenge. So it's logistic problem. That is the only explanation.
But people think that it's always a period for grand manipulation of the votes. And during that time, that is why Delta always lag behind, because there are other states with equal difficulties that release their results early. River states, Bayelsa states, most times release earlier before Delta.
You know, when you lose an election, many of us are not generous enough to admit losing. So they call it manipulation. But can I also tell you something? When we were growing up, when we were in school, we used to use the word shunting. Say there's a queue, for instance, and I come in front of you. If you don't allow me, I won't come in front of you. So if you want to you want to rig an election, and people will say, no, there's nothing you can do about it. So sometimes when results are coming out, people say it's rigging. No, it's not rigging. If there's rigging, you see real violence. People want to defend their vote. And that's what PDP is about. Take for example, I'm calling people to go and register. We want them to vote. Well, let me not just limit my own community, for instance. My ward, my unit. The last local government election, I was tripped. I saw a woman. When they brought, she was checking her name. That woman must be in her 70s. And you know where she brought their card from? You know this voter's card, the PVC, is laminated. She used a black cloth to even wrap it, cellophane to wrap it again, then hid it. She brought it. You can see the mind she wanted to use. She felt that her vote was count. She came. The voter was touched. After the election, I called her aside and gave her money because she taught me something that day. Many of us today who are big men, how many of us really vote?
Yeah, but that is the real reason, because the politicians have not allowed many votes to count. And that is the evidence. Uduaghan won the first election, but he was removed by the court. Was that an oppression of Uduaghan? Or that there was indeed rigging that was found out?
You see, sometimes in overzealous supporters do strange things. But PDP as a party does not give out instruction that go and read. No. Because in Delta State, there's no other party in Delta State. There's no other party. All this one that you're hearing APC.
Excuse, sir, you said no other party. You mentioned this some time ago,
Yes.
that there's no opposition in Nigeria.
Definitely, I said.
What's your opinion today?
Say the same. Look, check all the people today in these parties. They had some challenges, they left PDP. I can tell you this, they are still PDP in their blood.
What is PDP?
People's Democratic Party.
Then what is it about blood?
No, that's what I mean. You see, we share common goals. You see, it's difficult to just move from PDP to AC. Even the ACN they're talking about, it is same PDP. What is the origin? You see, when the AD lost out in the West, they had to look for a party to hang on to. And then they jumped into AC. Because they could not do it alone, they had to look for other parties. So they had to become ACN today. But we respect that. You know why I like the PDP? We like people to also challenge us. You know when there's a challenge, you come out with your best. A one-party state is not a comfortable thing for us. We like what they're doing.
So you believe there's opposition now?
There's nothing wrong with opposition.
I didn't say that. Do you believe? Because you said there was no opposition.
No, of course there's opposition now.
Okay,
ACN,
then there was none.
no, every time there's opposition. Because people must have different views. There must be. But for the first time, they were able to gather themselves together. I'll give you an example. They used to say we are mega party, mega party. What is mega by the party? Yeah, nothing. What's in the majority? I thought mega means majority. But they're
Mega
not.
might meet size, not majority necessarily.
What size? In sense of what?
Big size.
We have more states. We have more legislators.
But the beauty
What
of
size?
this is that you didn't believe there was a credible or any opposition that can threaten the PDP. Do you believe that today there is an opposition that is strong enough to challenge the PDP?
Look, when you say, look, anybody can challenge you, even when the person is not capable of challenging you. But you must show magnanimity. That's what PDP is doing. Because from those criticisms, you can improve on your lot. We like it.
Right. We are talking about the existence of an opposition.
Yes.
Is it there or not?
It's there.
Ladies and gentlemen, Emmanuel Ogidi says, today there is an opposition, but the PDP is magnanimous to allow the challenge, and the PDP is ready. We'll be right back after this time out.